The beginning of chaos. The country was breaking. Streets were empty. Shops were closed. And people spoke in whispers, afraid of the nights. Nobody trusted anyone anymore. Rumors said that soldiers were walking into towns and taking people away. Others said that the dead were walking again. Anna lived in a small house near the old river. Her father was gone, her mother was sick, and she spent every day trying to find food. She was only 19, but she felt much older. Fear lived in her chest, heavy and cold, but she kept moving. She had to. One evening, when the sun was falling and the sky turned red like blood, she met him. His name was Daniel. He stood near the broken bridge, watching the water. His clothes were torn, and his face looked tired, but his eyes were kind. "Do you live here?" Anna asked softly, not sure if it was safe to speak. "Yes," Daniel answered. His voice was calm, but she saw how his hands shook. "I am hiding. And you?" "I live near the river," she said. "With my mother." They looked at each other, strangers, but in that moment something strange happened. Anna felt a small light inside her, something she had not felt in months. Hope. Days passed, and they met again and again, always near the bridge. Daniel told her that his family had disappeared. Soldiers came in the night, breaking doors, dragging people outside. He did not know if they were alive. Anna listened, and her heart ached for him. She told him about her sick mother, about the hunger, about the cold nights when she thought she would not wake up. Daniel listened too, and in his silence she felt safe. But the world outside grew darker. Each night, strange screams echoed through the streets. Windows broke, fires burned, and sometimes, in the shadows, Anna thought she saw shapes moving. Shapes too tall, too thin to be human. One night, Daniel said quietly, "If the chaos continues, you cannot stay here. You and your mother will not survive." Anna's eyes filled with tears. She did not want to leave her home, but she knew he was right. And even worse, she knew something else. She did not want to leave him. That night, thunder shook the sky, and from far away came the sound of guns. Anna held her mother's hand, whispering prayers, but her thoughts were not on God. They were on Daniel. The country was falling apart. The nights were filled with fear, but inside Anna's heart, something new had begun. Something dangerous, but also beautiful. Love. Shadows in the city. The days grew shorter, and the nights grew longer. It was autumn now, but the cold felt sharper than ever. Anna walked through the streets, always fast, always afraid. She saw soldiers with black masks, checking houses, shouting at people. She saw children crying, their mothers pulling them away. At night, strange noises filled the city. Sometimes Anna thought she heard voices calling her name, even when she was alone. Sometimes she saw shadows move against the walls, though there was no one there. She told herself it was only fear, but her heart did not believe it. Daniel became her only light. Every evening they met at the broken bridge. They spoke in quiet voices, sharing food, stories, and silence. The silence was important too. Even when they said nothing, it felt safe. One evening, Daniel gave her something, a small silver cross on a chain. "It was my mother's," he whispered. "Take it. It will protect you." Anna touched the cross, her fingers trembling. "But it's yours." "I want you to have it," he said. His eyes were tired, but warm. "If I lose you, I will lose myself too." His words filled her with both joy and fear. Joy because she felt loved. Fear because love was dangerous in a world like this. That same night, the city screamed. Gunshots broke the silence, windows shattered, and fires rose into the sky. Anna held her mother close as soldiers marched down the street. Through the smoke, she saw dark figures moving, too fast, too twisted to be soldiers. Their faces were hidden, but their eyes burned like fire. Anna did not sleep that night. In the morning, the streets were empty again, but broken glass covered the ground. The air smelled of smoke and blood. When she met Daniel the next day, he looked pale. "They are not only soldiers," he said, his voice low. "Something else is here." Something worse. Anna shivered. "What do you mean?" "I don't know," he answered, "but people vanish. Whole houses are empty. And at night, I hear them. Not soldiers, not men. Something darker." Anna's hands shook as she held the cross he had given her. "What should we do?" Daniel looked at her for a long time. "We must leave. Soon. Before the shadows take everything." Her heart broke at the thought of leaving her mother, her home, her memories. But she also knew Daniel was right. Every day the country was falling deeper into chaos. Every night the shadows came closer. She closed her eyes, and for the first time, she prayed not only for her mother's life, but for his, for Daniel. The night of whispers. The city was no longer a place of life. It was a graveyard of broken windows, empty doors, and shadows that never left. Every step Anna took sounded too loud, like the ground itself wanted to betray her. Her mother grew weaker each day. She could barely stand, her face pale, her breath heavy. Anna cooked what little food she found, old bread, dry beans, but it was never enough. Daniel came every evening. He brought water, matches, sometimes even a small piece of meat. Anna knew he risked his life for her, and the thought filled her heart with both love and guilt. One evening, the sky was black, without stars. Daniel whispered, "We must go. Tomorrow night. Soldiers are searching house by house. If they find you and your mother..." He stopped. His eyes said the words he could not. Anna nodded, though fear closed her throat. Leaving meant danger, but staying meant death. That night she could not sleep. Strange whispers floated through the air, soft but sharp, like voices carried by the wind. She looked out the window and froze. Across the street, in the ruins of the old school, stood figures, tall, thin, their heads twisted at impossible angles. Their eyes glowed faintly, like dying candles. They did not move, but Anna felt them watching. Her heart pounded. She closed the curtains and pressed her hand to the cross Daniel had given her. "Please, not tonight," she whispered. The whispers grew louder. They slid into her ears, into her mind. Words she could not understand, words that made her skin crawl. She held her mother's hand, trying not to cry. At dawn, the figures were gone, but the fear remained. When she met Daniel, she told him what she saw. His face turned pale. "I heard the same whispers," he said. "They follow us. They are not soldiers. They are something older, something that lives in chaos." Anna shivered. "Will we survive?" Daniel reached for her hand, his fingers cold but strong. "We must." For each other? For a moment she felt safe again. His touch was the only light left in her world. But deep inside she knew the shadows were waiting, watching, and soon they would strike the last night. The night was black when they finally left. Anna carried her sick mother, step by step, while Daniel walked beside them with a small bag of food and water. The streets were silent, too silent, as if the whole city was holding its breath. Every broken window seemed to watch them. Every empty doorway looked like a mouth, waiting to swallow them. They moved through the ruins, their footsteps soft. In the distance, fire still burned, painting the sky red. Somewhere far away, guns echoed, but closer, closer, came whispers. Anna's mother whispered weakly, "I cannot go. Leave me." "No, Mama," Anna said, tears filling her eyes. We go together. Daniel looked at Anna. His eyes were full of pain. If we stay, all of us will die. If we run, maybe Toots can live. Anna shook her head. She could not leave her mother. She could not leave Daniel. She wanted them all safe, all alive, but the world did not listen to wishes anymore. The whispers grew louder. Shadows slid along the walls, moving without bodies. The air turned cold, sharp as knives. Then they saw them. Figures stepping out of the smoke. Tall, thin, their eyes burning white. Soldiers and shadows together, walking side by side. Chaos itself. Daniel grabbed Anna's hand. Run! They ran through the broken streets, stones cutting their feet. Anna's mother stumbled, falling to the ground. Anna turned to lift her, but Daniel pulled her forward. They are here, he shouted. If you stop, you both die. I will not leave you, she whispered. I will never leave you, Daniel said. His voice broke, but his eyes were strong. Together they jumped into the darkness. The river swallowed them, cold and merciless. The shadows screamed from the bridge, but they did not follow. No one knows if Anna and Daniel reached the other side. Some say they drowned. Some say they vanished. Some say their love carried them beyond the chaos, into a place where whispers cannot follow. But in the city, when the night is silent, people still say they hear two voices near the river, soft, trembling, whispering not in fear, but in love, forever.